Copywriting is one of the most competitive and popular business models in 2025, and chances are if you clicked on this video that you want to destroy the competition you have right now and finally sign these clients. My name is Frederick, and over the last 12 months I've signed a total of 9 clients with copywriting, and today I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to destroy the entire competition to finally get clients even if the market is saturated. Let's go. So what you have to think about first is the market isn't actually saturated. The market is just very, very competitive, and all that you have to do in order to get clients is to be better than the competitors and to bring more value to the people than your competitors. It's as simple as that. And as soon as you do this, you will start to sign clients and you'll start to make a ton of money, especially when you're very, very good. And the problem there is that the most people just set themselves some expectations. Okay, I want to make like 2K a month in 3 months or some credible garbage like that, because that's completely unrealistic, or it's stupid to set that yourself as a goal, even if it's possible, and it obviously is possible, but you cannot expect such things from yourself. And the first thing you need to do is to get rid of any expectations you set yourself. You shouldn't expect yourself from making a certain amount of money in a certain time frame, because if I, for example, had set myself such a goal and was just acting like that, and then if I hadn't achieved that goal, then I would have just quit. And for me, it took me very, very, very long until I made the first money, 3 months or something at the beginning. And then I still only made like 500 a month. And then it was still taking me a lot longer to make more money. And if I had such an expectation, it wouldn't work. And the problem is, most of the people in your competition are thinking that way. Most of the people in your competition are trash copywriters, and nobody wants to work with them really. Like half of the people you're competing with are not good enough for that. And what you need to do instead of setting yourself goals of what you want to make or what you want to get is you need to, obviously these are your goals and you want to have, but in order to achieve them, you need to break them down into what do you actually need to do to get these goals. So when you want to sign a client, for example, and that is your goal, first of all, scratch that time frame, because it's just going to destroy your mental health, especially when you don't get that time frame, even though it gives you some crazy dopamine hit at the beginning. That's the first thing you need to do. And then what you need to do is to dissect that into what do you actually need to do. Outreach, obviously. And if you reach out to people on Instagram or on email or different platforms, I don't know, probably on Twitter or X, how people call it. I think nobody's calling it that way. But you need to have a certain input goal that you want to get in order to get a client. That's the first thing. And then you have to set yourself the goals very, very pessimistically that guarantee you to basically sign a client. And obviously, when you send outreach like everybody else on Instagram, what you're doing with email marketing right now, bait and risk tactics, some crazy stuff like Tyson, for example, or Cardinal Mason, probably, I have never even watched that guy, are recommending it. Everybody's doing this, and everybody can do this, and that's why you're never going to land clients, and you will probably have to send tens of thousands of outreaches on Instagram in order to get clients that way. And what you need to do instead is you have to understand, you have to change the perspective to one of your clients. You have to understand, okay, what is this person actually looking for, If you're reaching out to fitness coaches, for example, you have to imagine being a fitness coach, and you have to imagine to have their problems. So their problems are probably that they have a bunch of eyeballs on Instagram and people watch them, but nobody's actually booking calls with them. And then you have to imagine, okay, what do they probably want in order to solve that problem and to get from their situation where they're right now, they have tons of traffic, to their situation where they want to be, they have tons of traffic and tons of calls and probably tons of clients. And then you have to just give them something very simple that's going to help them to bridge that goal, or send them something personalized. Then if you do this for these people, then they will actually see that you've taken some effort to do that. And then you still need to send tons of outreaches. This is just what you need to expect. When you want to be very, very good at writing, you can reach out to probably like 20 people, 50 people, and write each and every person of them some very particular piece of copy. Do not do emails, apart from when they actually need emails the most right now. But in different cases, you have to write them something bigger, something unique, something that sets yourself apart. And here's where the problem starts coming in, because you probably think, okay, but what do I have to write for them? I don't know. and you have to figure this out, because even if you're writing, copywriting is all about understanding what do the other people want, and how can I sell something or position something in a way where they want to get something, aka buy something. If you're not able to do this, you're never going to make money with copywriting, and you're never going to achieve anything in business, really. So to make a quick recap, the first thing you need to do is create your time frame goals and your outcome goals and replace them with certain input goals. So for example, if you send like personalized outreaches to people, just make it very, very unrealistic to not achieve the goal. Do this 500 times. And when you do this 500 times and you're getting better each and every single time, and you're personalized and people see that you're a real person that's putting in work, that's actually serious about doing something, then you're going to get clients at 500. It's as simple as that. You just need to do this. And the second thing you need to do is change your outreach system, or your outreach method, from what are you doing with email marketing? Yo, I saw your story. I really like Thailand as well. You just, like people see through that, and people get like 30, 50 of these messages a day probably, especially when they have more followers. You just need to show people that you're actually able to deliver something, and then you can just look at that situation and solve that problem. And you just need to get better at this. And as soon as you're doing this, you are going to make tons of money. And that's really the same thing. I've reached out to people personally, recorded them videos, and explained what I can offer them and what my free value is and how it's working. And then people just book calls with me and I sign them as clients. That's very simple. And a little bonus thing, if you want to get clients faster and you want to make more money, although you're able to sacrifice a bit more, start with working with clients where when they're on calls, start working with them pay on results, or start working with them for free. Each one of those two things, obviously pay on results makes a bit more sense, and that doesn't make you look like, yeah, I'm just doing this for free because my stuff isn't worth anything. If you do this pay on results, then it's going to be a lot easier to sign clients. And yes, maybe you're not making money because you're just trash at writing, but you're going to learn so much about copywriting when you're doing this. And as soon as you get people results, then they will see, okay, this person is actually good. Let me refer him to other people, because people need copywriters. Like there's so many people out there who want good copywriters and they can't find any. The market isn't actually saturated. There are just tons of people who try to do copywriting who are trash and that nobody's replying to. And as soon as you get better at these people, you're going to sign clients and you're going to make tons of money. And that's how you do it. And as a little actionable step, because I want you to actually achieve something when you're watching these videos, you have to set yourself a certain niche right now that you want to work with and understand the situation and do the first outreaches and set yourself an exact goal of how many outreaches you want to do. Do this right now. If you're not doing this right now, if you're not saying, okay, after this video, I'm going to do it, and then actually do it, if you can't do that, you're never going to achieve anything in business. And I see you right now when you're watching this video, probably like half of the people watching this, and I'm talking to you, like the people in that half who wouldn't do this. If you watch this video and you end the video right now and you don't actually do something that makes you different from other people, something where you actually start work and crush the inputs that everybody else is having and just work more on that. If you can't do this, you're never going to achieve anything. You're never going to make money online. You will have to work a 9 to 5. Other people won't respect you. Other people will tell you, I'm right when you're not achieving anything. Online business doesn't work. I told you so, things like that. People are going to tell you that, and you're never going to make it. And that's your decision right now. Do you want to work in a 9 to 5, work that boring life, or do you actually want to achieve something? And if you want to achieve something, then go set yourself such a goal right now, and then start working on it and allot your time that you have right now as much as you can to that and start working on that.